Hi, my name is Ron Wilstein, and I'm a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Homes International in Park City, Utah. Thank you for joining me for our Red Pine Market Update, where you're going to get the latest update of what's been happening in the Park City real estate market as well as at the Red Pine condominium. I want to say at the outset that if you happen to have any questions that I don't address during today's presentation, feel free to send me an email at ron@thewilsteinteam.com, and I would be happy to respond to your questions. If you want me to call you, include your phone number and a preferred time for me to reach out to you, and I'll be happy to do so. With that in mind, let's take a look first at the overall Park City marketplace, see what's been happening, and then we'll zero in on what specifically has been happening at Red Pine. Over the last 12 months, there's been 1,397 sales in Park City. This consists of homes, condominiums, and vacant land, and this is all real estate brokerages combined. And that equates to a 17% increase over the previous year, or 206 more sales. This chart here in front of you goes back to December of 2012 all the way through to the end of November 2013. And we can see that the number of home transactions is up by 11% from 515 sales up to 570 sales. Condominiums are also up by 15% from 530 sales up to 608 transactions. And we saw the biggest increase among vacant land or lots, up 50% from 146 transactions in 2012 to 219 sales in 2013. But what's been happening on prices? That's what everyone wants to know about. Here we're looking at a graph on the home medium sold prices during that same period, December 2012 to November 2013. We break this into two categories: inside the Park City city limits here, as well as the Snyderville Basin, which is the county area of Park City. The sold prices of homes are up by 23%, with it increasing from $1,012,500 as the median sold price up to this past 12 months $1,242,500. So a really nice increase in appreciation. Similar fashion in the Snyderville Basin, we see that it rose from $624,000 up to $709,000, a 14% increase in value. Condos tells a slightly different story. They actually dropped down about 3% in Park City limits from $502,750 as the median sold price for condos in the city limits compared to $489,500. In the Snyderville Basin, it however rose by 20%, with the median sold price going from $269,000 all the way up to $322,994. When we take a look at vacant land, it increased both in the city and in the county areas, up by 19% from $500,000 up to $592,500 in the city limits, and then the Snyderville Basin rose by 15% from $247,000 up to $285,000. This graph in front of you shows the progression in the real estate market in Park City. We started the height of the market in 2005 when we saw the greatest number of transactions, homes, condos, lots in Park City, hitting a maximum of 2,989,000. Then the bubble burst and the number of sales dropped in 2006, 2007, 2008, and hit its bottom in 2009. Ever since then, it's been on the rise, as you can see. Year over year, we've seen more sales, and while we don't have the final figures in for 2013, we expect that it will surpass the totals of 2012. So a nice steady pattern, both prices, number of sales, and year over year comparison. So overall, the Park City real estate market is very strong and healthy, and it's further stimulating itself. Now let's take a look at Red Pine and what's been happening in that marketplace. Here we see 18 sales the year before in 2012. This past year up by 22%, or 22 sales. So the number of transactions on the rise. The condominium sales are up 22% over last year's sales, and we want to look at absorption rate. Now what the absorption rate is, it tells us based upon past sales over the past 12 months, what pace are we seeing transactions here at Red Pine. And what we've learned is that Red Pine condos are selling at a pace of about one sale every 17 days. It's very, very positive. There currently are, I should say, 3 condos on the market at Red Pine. Ironically, there's a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, and a townhouse, so one of each floor plan. But that equates to a 2-month inventory of product for the marketplace. That's very, very small. Selling prices at Red Pine have ranged from $127,500, which of course is a 1-bedroom low, all the way to $357,000, which is a townhouse, with the median sold price being $270,150. It is noteworthy that that is up 21% from the previous year's values. In the previous year, the median sold price was $222,500. This year, $270,150. Now, if you'd like to receive the actual information that makes up this presentation, send me an email, ron@thewilsteinteam.com. I'll be happy to email that to you. You'll be able to click on some links and see what these different properties look like. If you own a Red Pine unit, you can compare it to your own, and that may give you a sense of what your current value is. I do want to show you, as I conclude this presentation, how you can get this information on the Red Pine market whenever you wish. And what you want to do is you want to bookmark our website, BuyParkCityRealEstate.com/redpine, or you can do the WilsteinTeam.com/redpine. It will take you to the same place, and let me just show you what it takes you to. On our website, it takes you to the page specifically designated for Red Pine condominiums. And there what you'll find is a couple buttons that are worth noting. You can click this green button, which turns to tan when you highlight over it. This is to watch the upcoming update on the Red Pine condominium. In essence, you'd be watching this webinar. Or you can go over to this maroon button which says send me current sales data for Red Pine condos. What you would do there is you would click that button and it would take you to this screen, current sales data request. You type in your name and your email address because that's typically how we would send it to you. We do send out a quarterly newsletter called Park City Link, and if you're not on that mailing list and you want to just complete your mailing address in these sections here, we'll be sure to send that to you. Under inquiry here, what you would do is you would type in Red Pine. You would indicate here that it's a condo, and if you happen to be either a buyer or a seller, you can indicate that. You can put in the comment box any questions that you have, any particular information you want, and we'll be sure to get that to you. And then just go down this green button, hit submit form, and that will come to us and we'll get you that information right away. I do want to take you just back to this Red Pine page here, let you see what else is on it. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the 3 active listings on the market that I mentioned earlier was the current market condition. You can take your cursor over the picture or this maroon button, click view listings, and it will take you directly to that property. Here you see the price, $229,900. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 650 square feet. And it begins, of course, automatically scrolling and showing you pictures of the property. There's a moose in the parking lot there. That's kind of neat. But you'll get an idea of what each listing looks like. If you have questions, you can go down to the inquire box. If you want to request a showing, you can do that. And our website will actually, once you log in, which all you do is put your email address in there to do that, you can save your favorites. So that's helpful, particularly as people search for properties. And then as you scroll down further, you get more information about the property and good, helpful content, and you can always ask some questions there. So you can do that at any time. You don't have to wait for the next webinar, and we will update you on the Red Pine market. If you happen to be curious as to, on your own Red Pine condo, what it may be worth today's market, send me an email. I'll make contact with you, arrange to see it, and get you that information. Finally, I want to conclude just by reminding you that every single month we do a webinar called Park City Market Talk. It's about 20 minutes, and it gives you an overview of what's happening in the market, some of the stuff I covered in the first part of this webinar. And then we talk about various topics that are on people's minds. And we knock that out every single month, and we update it on the second Tuesday of the month. So if you haven't joined us for that, by all means, stop in, watch it, and I think you may find it informative and helpful. Well, I want to thank you for watching our webinar on the Red Pine Condominium Marketplace. Thank you very much, and as always, if you have any questions, contact us. Bye-bye.